Okay folks, this is a dynamic artwork here on the corner of, three-way corner of High, Manchester and, could be Lichfield. So what's curious is that there's no electric motors in that, it's just powered by the wind. It's got a series of gears inside it of some mechanism. The artist responsible for it actually said it does need some maintenance and that it should move and unfold and fold up in various ways in just a light breeze, whereas it takes a strong wind. It needs some kind of service and re-greasing of the gears or something. But it is a very windy day today, be a lot of wind noise in the microphone, I'm sorry, but it's one of the few times you can watch it going through its full amount of movements. So it's slightly interesting. Well, I mean, it's interesting from an engineering perspective as well as the fact that it's one of these sort of city artworks. Been around for years now. But you need a good strong wind like today to make it go through its full motions. So it's certainly a very ingenious design from an engineering point of view. I can only imagine the forces on those various hinge pins and bearings and things that connect it. Oh, here we go. And the tram that basically goes, it doesn't really go from anywhere to anywhere, it just goes around the city for tourists. But there's the tram just arriving. And this is the end of the stop. Although the rails go across the road since the earthquake 11 years ago, 10 years ago next year, so 9.5 years ago, it doesn't go past there anymore. But that thing's still growing. Actually quite of interest. I'll just back up a bit. We've got some trees down the road here, and if you look at this one, it's tipped over, and at first I thought vandals, a couple of vandals had hung on it and had a bit of a play around. But if you go closer, it's a shame, it was going so well too. It's still alive. I think the council will probably pull it out. But if it was me, because it's still growing happily, it's in an area that gets watered off the road. I don't know if it has an automatic watering, but it's got one of these swales to take road runoff and water the garden. You see it's got damage all down one side. Clearly a car's run off the road and crashed into this. But there's still bark on about a third of the trunk on the far side that you can't see. And that seems to be keeping the water up and nourishment to the trees alright. So if someone from the council, instead of coming along with a chainsaw and being all aggro on it, cuts it off at the base and has nothing. And there's one of the buses. And if someone from the council was to come along with a nice sharp sterilised knife and trim off that bark, it would heal up naturally over time. And yeah, so the tree's going to have a bit of a bend in it. But as it grows over the years, that would sort of become incorporated into the width of the trunk to a degree. So it would always have a slight bend in it, but there we go. And the thing's still going.